My name's Johnty Tatham from Lucid Chocolatier in New Zealand, and I've come to Peru in search of the world's best cacao. And we've landed here in Cajamarca in northern Peru in search of Marañón cacao. So why here? Why Peru? Why has my search for the world's best cacao led me to this location? It's important to note that the genetic diversity we're talking about translates to diversity of flavor as well. This means that if you're looking to create unique chocolates, there's no better place than Peru.
We're off to San Ignacio, meeting Juan Sarmiento and Don Arnulfo, two local cacao producers with Cacaolife founder Aurelio.
Aquí todos los productores ya estamos capacitados para sacar un cacao de calidad.
You ask for a certification, which makes it easier for them to be able to sell you directly. Yeah. No, this is very important. Okay, cheers. Salud. 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 Oh, salud.
Arnulfo has taken us to his farm to show us the cacao he meticulously grows.
Okay, it smells a lot more like melon. Melon?
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, we're gonna try some. This one is native variety to the area.
Es un cacao de la zona.
Es de acá nomás, es de acá.
We've talked a lot about genetic isolation, genetic diversity within Peru. We're here in the Marañón Valley, and we're trying some of the heritage cacao of the area.
Okay, this is a pretty special moment for me.
Oh yeah. Él está diciendo que este es un momento muy especial para él, porque para él hacer un chocolate y volver al origen, ¿no? Volver a comerlo junto con la mazorca de donde sale, es algo muy especial para él.
Buenas, ¿no?
Sí,
¿Qué tal les parece? ¿Está bueno?
Tiene razón Aurelio porque sí.
So can you explain what we have here?
So this is the patron, the base of the cacao plant. It's being inherited on top with Fortunato number 4.
Okay.
But on the base, you have other genetic diverse stuff. You know, we don't even know what this is.
We don't know what this is.
But we just want to try it and see what we find.
We know that this is Fortunato number 4.
This is the one on top.
We just tried it.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a go at cracking this.
Yeah.
Ooh, very citrus. Very, very small beans. White. They're white? They're white. It's not 100% they're white. This could be a good moment. No.
Now we're off to the next plantation in our search of the world's best cacao. Enough of this. We are here with Noe Vasquez, a cacao farmer who discovered Fortunato number 4, a very good variety of cacao renowned for its white seeds.
Fortunato número 4 se le puso porque cuando fuimos a sacar las muestras de su parcela de Fortunato, sacamos del árbol 1, del árbol 2, del árbol 3, del árbol 4.
Yeah, Johnty, this is important. He's explaining to me. Tú fuiste a sacar la...
Claro.
Okay. This is the guy who selected the Fortunato number 4.
This guy.
Okay? This guy. They went to the Fortunato's farm And they counted the number 1 tree, the second tree, the third tree, the
And it was the fourth
one.
one.
It was the fourth one.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
has the biggest yield.
This is the one I searched for.
Número 4.
Yeah.
Cuéntanos, eso es importante.
Cuando fui en ese tiempo con Brian Horsley, el Marañón Cacao, el empresa Marañón Cacao,
Ajá.
queríamos saber qué tipo de cacao tenemos genéticamente. Entonces fuimos a varias parcelas, entre ellas fuimos a la parcela del Fortunato
Ya.
y entre ellas hubo un árbol que a mí me llamó la atención.
Okay. ¿Por qué te llamó la atención?
Tenía buen sabor su fruto, cáscara delgada, buen grano y bastante presencia de granos blancos.
Bastante presencia de grano blanco. They've been told for a long time is that this is a pure nacional. That not even Ecuador has it, you know? It's something very special. I'm telling him, yes, this is very special, but in a different way.
Okay.
Because it's different from nacional. It's better than nacional.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to say. The knowledge is evolving in time,
Of course.
and that now there are new researches that differentiate the nacional from the Marañón. Esta es la barra de chocolate que él ha traído desde Nueva Zelanda, que está hecho con el cacao de ustedes. Lo importante acá es compartir y que ustedes vean lo que se logra con el chocolate, con el cacao que ustedes mismos producen, ¿no?
And I really wanted to bring it all this way so that I could share it with the people that grow it. I feel very passionate about making chocolate, and I've been making chocolate with these beans for a long time, and I think there's a big disconnect between chocolate makers and the people that are producing the beans, and I've traveled all this way to hopefully break down some of those boundaries and share this product.
Aurelio,
Gracias.
Tengo justo tiempo,
Llegaba en el momento preciso.
It is a pleasure to share chocolate made from the cacao, cultivated and processed by the very same producers. One of the big reasons we are here.
It's because of him. It's because of him.
Dice que es gracias a ustedes, gracias al trabajo que ustedes hacen.
Se siente mucho el floral que hay.
He feels it's really floral.
Okay.
It's like really like taking charge of the floral.
Yeah. Is he happy with the chocolate that I made with the beans?
¿Te gusta? ¿Estás feliz con el chocolate que han hecho con tus granos o no?
Hay algo
¿Algo?
amasado.
He feels it's a little bit nutty as well.
Okay.
And it's
Okay,
something that he really likes.
Yeah. So with the roasting, I've tried to get like a medium roast, where you get a little bit of the nuttiness coming through,
Okay.
but you also preserve some of the
floral.
unique floral notes. Yeah. So trying to find a balance in the middle, especially because Kiwi people, they need something familiar.
That's interesting.
To attach to the nuttiness. In the chocolate world, the chocolate makers get all the credit for what they do, when in reality, what happens in the country of origin with the farmers producing the beans, that's where the magic occurs. That's where things that are so special are happening. So what is it exactly that makes Peruvian cacao so unique and so special? The overarching theme for explaining this, I would draw to a winemaking term known as terroir. Terroir is referring to everything that's involved in the production of the grapes of wine that contribute to the final flavor. And so in the world of cacao, it's the exact same. We've got the genetics, we have the environment, the soil, we have the post-harvest processing. All of these things contribute to what differentiates one cacao from another. So we could have two similar genetics, two Marañón 54s, farmed by two different farmers in different locations, using different post-harvest processing techniques and different drying techniques. And then those separate beans arrive to me. I make two identical chocolates with them, but they would taste different because of the differences in the terroir. There's a lot of things to consider when it comes to distinguishing what makes the cacao great. But I think in Peru, the main thing is the level of depth that you have when it comes to sourcing these combinations of extremely rare genetics, these diverse climates that you have. You have the dry, arid-like climates in the north, you have the extremely humid jungle, you have the high altitude stuff in the south. There's so much here to draw from in terms of these things that it's really like all that you could possibly need can be found here.
For a long time, a lot of the chocolate makers have been used to working with these big round beans without a lot of flavor, really, but they're easy to work with. That come from the amelonado cacao that are mostly spread in Africa, which they produce more than 60-70% of the cacao in the world. They are so used to working with them that when we send these beautiful special cacaos, to these huge chocolate makers, they don't even know sometimes what to do with them, you know? They don't know how to work with these beans because sometimes the Peruvian beans are flat. Sometimes they're round but small. Sometimes they have different shapes, sizes. They're completely diverse. That's the right way to describe them. So it's a lot of work to work with them. But at the same time, you can get out flavors that no other beans can get out of a chocolate, you know? At the end, you're gonna have a very special chocolate. You're gonna have something that is completely unique. And uniqueness is something that is abundant in Peru. Like every different co-op, every different area, every different environment produces different cacaos. You have cacaos from the highlands, over 1,400 meters over the sea level, but you also have cacaos that grow on the lowlands. Communities here have been domesticating cacao for thousands of years, and that's another reason why we have so much diversity.
So we're here in the city of Arian. We're at a site named Monte Grande. This site is looking at being dated to nearly 6,000 years old, which predates the current earliest accepted historical evidence for the domestication of cacao by nearly 2,000 years. Behind me is the burial site of who we believe to be the king, or perhaps the most important person of this civilization, which we are referring to as the Marañón civilization. Cacao was extremely important to this culture. It's linked to them everywhere, on their ceramics, on their stones, and we know that this is possibly, or that this is strong evidence to suggest that this is the birthplace of the domestication of cacao here in the Marañón Valley.
We are in the INIA Research Center in Cajamarca, Jaén.
To show us around, we got together with Sara Paredes, the woman that was in charge of the research center.
Vine a Jaén en el año 2007 y se me encargó la cadena productiva de cacao y iniciamos con la agencia agraria y nos encontramos con un material genético que estaba como un experimento denominado acá el Banco de Germoplasma de Cacao, que tenía 5 experimentos y tenía 96 líneas de marañones, un material genético muy bueno para trabajar con los productores.
This is a place where in the year 1995 they made a collection of all the cacaos that they could find in the area and they classified them. So we have like 96 different varieties of Marañón cacaos. So we are in front of the Marañón 54.
So this one is special because this one has become probably the most widespread Marañón genetic, and the reason being is, as you said, there's a high percentage of white beans and also ones that are in between white and purple. It's not so much that the white beans possess things that the other beans don't, but it's about what the white beans don't have that the other beans do, in terms of tannins, yeah?
Yeah.
Now you might ask yourself, Johnty, what are tannins? Tannins are proteins in the cacao beans that make them more acidic and therefore less tasty when they are turned into chocolate.
So I mean, we're here in search of the best cacao in the world.
Yes.
We're on the right track, and this particular genetic has played and is continuing to play an important role in understanding and developing that area.
El rol tan importante que tienen los chocolateros como Johnty para los agricultores, primeramente es que los motiva mucho que vayan a visitarlos y vean cómo tienen el cacao desde que siembran hasta que lo llevan ya a un grano seco de cacao. Es muy motivador para ellos que vengan y les digan, tienes un cacao excelente y el sabor de tu grano está bien trabajado.
Our next visit was a cacao producer in the Amazonas province. But to get there, let's just say it wasn't a walk in the park. Mario, a cacao agro-engineer and producer, has worked to isolate the best tasting cacaos.
Durante 3 años se han evaluado diferentes criterios. Uno es el tema productivo, el tema de resistencia a plagas y enfermedades, tolerancia a la sequía, pero sobre todo el tema organoléptico, el tema sensorial, que tan fino es ese cacao. Luego se colecta de 148 árboles que se evaluó durante 3 años en campos. Llegamos a la conclusión que son los 9 árboles son los mejores que deberíamos tener en el jardín. Y esos 9 árboles los tenemos aquí.
It smells very citrusy. Much softer than like a CCN, but it smells pretty good.
Vamos abriéndolo aquí. Vamos abriendo.
Good. It's really good. Are you ready? Throw the other one. Throw the other one.
Throw the other one.
Yeah, put it here. Put it here.
Es ese perfil sensorial que tenemos aquí a florales, a frutales, por ejemplo, a bananas, a coco, a guanábanas, esa especialidad o a cítricos que tenemos a mandarinas o a ciruelas.
Very soft.
That's
Not
a
as,
very good indication.
yeah.
Like the other one is very soury and it's very nice as well. But when it translates to the finished cacao, it's not gonna be as good.
Would you say it smells like soursop?
That's
Yes.
what he said.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Tú dijiste chirimoya, ¿no? Guanábana.
Es este.
Guanábana.
Guanábana.
Sí, mira, nosotros sabemos que tenemos un cacao muy fino, pero eso lo sabemos nosotros. Ahora hay que mostrárselo al mundo, como decimos, o encontrar ese nicho de mercado que nos valore por la calidad, no por el volumen. Si bien es cierto, no tenemos mucho cacao, pero el objetivo es masificar estos finos de aromas que tenemos para que tenga acceso a otros productores y así lograr un mejor precio. Pero no es tan fácil llegar. Es como lo hago conocer a ese cliente o a ese chocolatero que está buscando este tipo de cacao. Entonces hacemos un match con el chocolatero, con el bean to bar que le llamamos. Nos interesa mucho porque valora con el precio que recompensa, que eso llega al productor. Ese es uno de los objetivos, ¿no? O sea, a través de un mejor precio el productor va a tener una mejor calidad de vida, digámoslo así. Y como organización o como persona nosotros valoramos mucho ese significado que es también para el cliente, ¿no? De encontrar un cacao realmente bueno y que lo valore, ¿no? Como tal. El esfuerzo del productor que hace en campo no es fácil producir también el cacao. Ese esfuerzo que hace ese chocolatero que realmente también lo vive y que valora ese trabajo que hay del productor, para nosotros es lo máximo, ¿no? Ese es lo top que tenemos porque sentimos que realmente nos está también valorando a nosotros como productores con el cacao.
You know, as a chocolate maker, there's this kind of wall that exists between, we start with the raw product, we make it into chocolate, we sell it as bars, we get all these accolades for this beautiful chocolate, but there's a massive piece of the puzzle missing, and that piece or that wall that I'm talking about is the farmers and the land where cacao comes from. Now I've come to Peru on this journey after about 3.5 years of working exclusively with Peruvian cacao. And it's something that I've wanted to do since the inception of the business. This trip has been incredibly motivational for me. I came because I knew I had to better understand the product that I'm working with. Partway through this journey, I realized that what I was seeing was incredibly special. And it's all good for me to be experiencing it and for me to take that inspiration home to New Zealand. But I really wanted to share it with some people. The most important thing that consumers of fine chocolate, like ourselves at Lucid Chocolatier, should think about is the entire process that it has taken for you to arrive at opening and eating the chocolate. Synonymous with specialty chocolate is the lack of exploitation. Chocolate is now notorious for exploitation, and it's still happening. But here, as you've seen, there's not any of that. There's just people being celebrated, people extremely passionate about what they do, and that's what we're about. So people who buy chocolate from us and from other craft chocolate producers around the world are people who are invested in understanding that in the craft chocolate process, everybody wins. It's not just about abusing the farmer who grows the cacao. It's about celebrating them. It's about a regenerative process that's good for the environment, that's good for the growers, and it helps everybody associated grow.
you.